My dear friend, as you see, I am not in my usual setting, so I don't have a pushka here, but I do have a box. So please join me in putting in some money in your pushka. I will put in my temporary pushka dedicated for now as a box, and together our prayers, together our tzedakah will bring us the ultimate blessing, as we have been talking the last few days a lot about blessing. Talking about blessing, I'd like also to reflect about the blessing that we have been saying now for 37 times. The blessing on the Sefira Sa'omer. So as we are approaching the end of the counting, because we know we count 49 days, which is basically the 49 days between Pesach and Shavuot. A gradual transformation, a step-by-step ascension from being slaves, from being in exile, subjected to Egyptian culture and being the Egyptians being our masters, rejecting their yoke and transferring, journeying towards Matan Torah, towards the receiving of the Torah on Shavuot. And this is a step-by-step, very gradual transformation, as I said, ascension. Going from the depth of the impurity of Egypt to the heights of Mount Sinai. How do we achieve this? How do we get this? The answer to that is step by step by step. Not the one big leap. Yes, God took a leap to take us out of Egypt. But then we need to ascend gradually. And it's very interesting that this is also connected to Rabbi Akiva. As we know, the time of the Omer is very much connected to the death of the 24,000 of Rabbi Akiva's students. And there's an interesting, beautiful message to learn from Rabbi Akiva himself. Rabbi Akiva came from very humble beginnings. In fact, he was a descendant of converts. He did not have the privilege of inheriting Judaism. It was not in his natural DNA. He also came from very impoverished environment, both spiritually and, as I just said, financially. But one day Rabbi Akiva noticed how a hard rock has a tiny little dent. And what was this dent from? Systematically a drop of water which was dripping on it systematically. Rabbi Akiva was analyzing this rock. He said, hold it. Here is a hard rock which has been dented by what? By the tiny drop of water. So the fact that after who knows how many years, maybe 2,000 years, this drop of water has made a dent, that's an indication that the first drop already had an effect. Because if the first drop has no effect, the millionth, the trillionth drop will not have any effect either. But it is the diligency, the consistency that has the effect. So Rabbi Akiva was reflecting. Water symbolizes Torah. Torah is compared to water, just like water comes from above, the source above coming down. So too is the Torah coming, the source from above coming down. The rock represents our world. Through Torah, through systematic learning some Torah, applying the Torah, it will have a dent on us too, on our, so to say, rock. So Sefira Sa'omer tells us exactly that. Diligence, commitment, systematic, constant, applying the little message. Every little effort, even if it's small, but if it's consistent, will have the dent. And this is how we come to Torah, to Matan Torah, to receiving the Torah. And this is how, my friend, every little effort we do, every little mitzvah we do, brings us to the ultimate redemption with Mashiach. And please God, hind, today, now,